Hey, what is going on, guys? So here we have, at long last, my finished Vigna Kira here, and let me just remind you guys, for those of you who may not remember how we got to this point, because it's been a little while since I last showed you guys the actual work on the kit. This kit has been done for like 3 months, but I've just been lazy to finish the base. Finally finished the base, as you guys saw in the video just a couple videos back, and so now we've got the finished product. And why did I suddenly decide to work on this kit? Well, I wanted to get the kit because I thought that it looked a lot more interesting than the original Vigna Ghina kits, and so I thought, well, I skipped the original Vigna Ghina, so when the second one came out and I thought it looked a little bit more interesting, I thought, alright, I'll give it a try. So, got the kit, gave it a try, and I thought it was pretty cool, but definitely pretty hard to take that very red color that it was in. So, and there was certain aspects of the design I didn't quite like. And then I saw that the kit was getting a lot of really negative reviews online. So I decided, alright, I just need to flex on the haters and show everyone that you can take an ugly kit and make it look cool. Now, if this ultimately looks cool is of course just up to the beholder. I definitely think it's a big improvement over the original kit. I don't know what you guys think about it. Obviously, you can let me know in the comment section down below. It didn't come out totally perfect. There's some bits where the top coat kind of got a little messed up because of the gold, but I think it did come out looking a lot better than it was. And yeah, again, just the whole point of it was just to show that you can take ugly kit just straight out of the box and do a little bit of work on it, give it a little bit of paint, and you can change it up in a very drastic way. So I'm really happy with how this came out, actually, despite the top coat problem being not entirely perfect. And it's probably not all that noticeable to you guys. You might not really notice it all that much, but you can see there's just a little bit of like blotching here and there. It's something that I just didn't know would be a problem spraying that top coat on gold, but lesson learned. I mean, you live and learn. As you guys saw with the video on the base as well, I also had problems creating the marble on the tile for the base, but you know, something to learn from and something to try to improve, or try to do differently or better the next time. So it's all part of the fun of the experience. So yeah, just to recap, I mean, if any of you guys missed the work in progress video for this, it was a little ways back. Basically, I just got rid of the V-fin on it, just turned it into a side over, just like a head without a V-fin, I guess. And then also got rid of the fans off the side of the shoulders, just replaced those with some vents. And also the thruster bells in the center of the backpack, I just replaced those with fuel tanks. And the rifle and lance I combined into one single weapon there. I'm really happy with how that came out. It does look really cool, I think, because I like the look of the rifle, I like the look of the lance, so I thought, why not try to combine them together, because I couldn't choose between the two of them, to be honest, so now I don't have to. And then the shield, yeah, the shield part, that just wanted to change that as well, and that is, the front of that shield part is taken from just a leftover part from a GNX kit, I think, something like that. And then the shield effect part is totally the same. I really like how the shield effect part, when you see it when the light is going through the clear yellow, how it casts that kind of yellow glow onto the kit. I think it does look pretty cool. So, and then because the head is sort of just without the V-fin on the top of there, the top of the head sort of just reminded me a little bit of the Hyakushiki, so I went for a Hyakushiki color scheme for this, all mostly gold, and then just the little accents of the navy blue and the dark maroonish reddish color for that, just a little bit on there. And so really happy with how the colors came out as well. And I think this is my first time painting gold. Yeah, I think so. Painting like a full kit gold. I've repainted a couple of Converge figures in gold for like the super mode, hyper mode of like the Master Gundam and the God Gundam, I think it was, but never a full kit. So it was a good learning experience. And now, as you guys know, I've also now been working on the HG Narrative Gundam that I'm making gold as well, but in that case it's with pigments and not with regular paint. But it's been a pretty good experience. I've never really been too into like metallic color schemes, or like you know, just I never really would have expected myself to want to paint something gold these days, but you know, I liked this, and I can definitely see myself doing some more kind of metallic paint schemes in the future. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get into doing anything like some like candy coated metallic red, you know, something, or I don't know, but like gold is cool. Gold works for me. I know I might do something like silver. Like we recently had the Master Grade Crossbone XO, which is supposed to be silver. It's molded in silver, but anyway, if it's something like that I might do in silver, that could be cool. But anyway, I don't think I'm gonna be really getting super into painting metallics, but I'm a little bit more open to it now that I've tried it, and I think I like how it looks on this particular kit anyway. And I also just like how it's just not too super shiny either. Just the top coat on that just kind of made it a little more dull. So like it's still gold, but it's not like really super shiny, like bling bling, like chrome plated gold or anything like that. So yeah, basically just really happy with how this came out. And even though I wasn't able to pull off the marble for the base, I think the base also turned out pretty well. It's just kind of simple base, but it looks good. Something a little bit more unique, I think. And so I like that. I think it fits together with the kit actually really well. So as always, guys, this kit is going to be for sale. So if you're interested in purchasing it, then just get in touch with me and we can try to work that out. But that is pretty much it for this final review here of the Vigna Kira. And so I'm interested in hear what you guys think about the kit. I think I'm going to assume that most people are going to pretty unanimously agree that it's better than the original, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who actually really do love the look of the original Vigna Ghina II and its bright red colors and everything, and so they might prefer the original. But yeah, I think that it was definitely a fun experiment and just trying to take something that I didn't really quite like that much and then just doing just a few things and giving it a new paint job, and now I like it a lot better. So hopefully it's been interesting for you guys as well. And of course, if you have any other questions about the build or anything, you can let me know down in the comment section below. I'll also try to answer that for you guys. But for now, that is it. I will have the Narrative Gundam C-Packs special custom gold Phoenix version of that also done very soon. So you guys should be seeing that probably within the next week. I'm just working on the decals for that, and so it's just almost done. Thank you guys all so much for your watching and for your continued support, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.